Christmas, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Armour All Summer Grill with Greg Rust and Paul Morris. It's been a nice day for you so far?
Yeah, beautiful, mate.
Lovely. Let's talk about the Formula One Championship for season 2018 because there was a number of storylines to it. I mean, Lewis Hamilton absolutely cementing his place as one of the greats of the game.
Yeah, 5 world titles, so yeah, he's ticked the box and he's developed into this own character of his own, which I think the sport needs. Definitely. To see Lewis
goes beyond the sphere of Formula One, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
Did Ferrari, as some have reflected, kick an own goal in 2018?
Yeah, they found a way to beat themselves. So it's amazing that can happen even at that level of the sport, really.
I was surprised too, someone like Sebastian Vettel with 4 world championships, there were moments there where he didn't make the kind of calls or decisions, easy for me to say, I'm not a racer, but he didn't make or look like he made the kind of calls you'd expect of a 4-time.
No, and even he put his hand up
and
said that. So obviously he knows what he has to work over in the off-season, and that's what he'll be concentrating on.
We'll talk in more depth about Daniel Ricciardo in the next edition of the Armour All Summer Grill. We'll want to talk about his teammate, though, in Max Verstappen. So made headlines for good and bad reasons in 2018, didn't he?
Well, you can't get to where he is so quickly without incredible self-belief. And when you're like that, sometimes it's a bit hard to see when you're doing wrong. So, you know, there's no one around him tapping him on the shoulder and saying maybe you had a bit to do with that, but that's what's missing. Yeah.
With Honda Power, obviously, in 2019, is he world champion material? Are they world champion material, do you think?
I don't think the car is he? Yeah, definitely, definitely. But there's still some question marks over that Honda engine for sure.
All right, final one, and this is a bit of a heartfelt question. I'd love to see McLaren or Williams get back to the kind of success they had in the 80s.
Money, honey.
Yeah, I mean, it looks. It's so sad to watch, really, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, it's obviously you need everything going for you, and it just consumes money, that sport, like any motorsport does. But that's the key to it, really. Yeah,
we've kind of come full circle in this discussion. Can you see anybody beating the Mercedes-Lewis Hamilton combination in 19?
I think it can be done. Ferrari can do it if they get their stuff together, and it all depends how Vettel pops out of the summer break or the winter break for those guys. So if he can fix all those problems that he's stuck his hand up that he's got, and he's put it on himself. So let's see what he does.
The new owners of the sport have really started to make an impression in different areas. They've put a lot of people into marketing and those sorts of spaces. What do you think of some of those changes?
They're great. Well, I think that the Formula One show and the TV show is quite boring, but their Instagram account's one of the most entertaining things you'll ever watch. So there's obviously some smart people there. They've just got to work out how to make the show better because the social media side of it's great.
On that note, in terms of the show, the engine note, I mean, it's still not quite what you and I miss. I mean,
yeah, well, they've got the same problem as super utes, you know. The cars don't make any noise and they don't draw people's attention to the fence, you know. You make some noise, people go to the fence and, you know, in a live broadcast sport, you can't artificially make things exciting.
We'll talk in more detail, as I said before, about Daniel Ricciardo in the next edition of the Armour All Summer Grill. And in between time, stay up to date on all the holiday motorsport news here at speedcafe.com. Each week, Armour All will be giving away the ultimate summer essentials pack. The kit comprises a range of products to keep your car looking new, including the latest Armour All wash and wax, 2-in-1 wash mitt, a drying towel, protectant, cleaning wipes, glass cleaner and an air freshener. Watch the Armour All Summer Grill episodes on speedcafe.com to find out how to enter.
So Armour All make a great range of car washing products, and of course you've got your standard car wash, or you've got your heavy duty car washes if there's a bit more grit and grime around, 4-wheel driving, or you're like me and have a farm ute with lots of insects on the front of it. Now, wash and wax won't remove the need to wax your car, but whilst cleaning, it leaves a fine film of carnauba wax across the car to look after the shine and sheen over time. The next generation of washers is Armour All Wash and Wax Pro Glide. Hate it when your car gets water spots all over it? Well, this one is fantastic. It not only cleans and shines, but has polymers that protect the car against those water spots and marks. So let me give you a couple of simple but top tips when washing your car. Number one, use 2 sponges, and one of those, keep it for just doing the wheels, the tyres and around under the mud flaps, so you don't end up dragging all that horrible grit and brake dust up onto your painted surfaces or your glass. And the other one, get out of the sun, wash your car in the shade, always. It's a no-brainer.